In this video, we taste whisky at 3 Speyside distilleries with the help of Simply Speyside Whisky Tours. So on the morning of the whisky tour, we're just ready to get set off. So let's see what the day brings. So we jumped in the car with our friendly driver from Simply Speyside. The eagle-eyed among you will have noticed that the clock on the dash is just after 9 AM. This was going to be quite a long yet enjoyable day. Our first tasting was at Aberlour. It opened at 10 AM. Their single malts are made from expertly crafted new spirit, usually double cask matured for at least 12 years in the finest hand-picked Oloroso sherry butts. The tasting, with around 20 guests, took part in what was one of the old offices. There's a small yet extensive shop with whiskies and merchandise. Next we stopped off at nearby Cardhu distillery. Founded by Helen Cumming in 1811 as an illicit distillery and licensed in 1824, Cardhu is the first distillery to be officially pioneered by a woman. Our next stop was at the Glenlivet. Since 1822, the Glenlivet continues to deliver a unique single malt experience by selecting exceptional unique casks, finishes and liquids. There was an extensive tour of the distillery here.
In 1824, he set up the Glenlivet bottles on the third row down here. These are all bottles of our 12-year-olds. The 12-year-old is the bottle that we're popular here because we are in the
very experienced staff and a very slick presentation meant that we learned quite a lot from this experience.
Beautiful place though. We're in our own. Great question. We haven't kind of experienced that kind of loss yet. Yeah. So far, because we're working with so many different farmers, we're working with this grain group with 15, 16. In the fields, it's not quite ready to be used in our whiskey making process. What we're looking for from our barley is sugar. Sugar that is trapped as starch. Now you saw in our first video, we get our water from Josie's well. It's just about a mile up the hill from here. This is our own personal water source. Every single distillery will have its own water source, specifically for them produced, but most importantly, alcohol is produced. Now, you'll notice that there's a lot of foam up on the roof there. That's exactly what it would be like in our washback.
So as we walk around the Glenlivet, I just want to say a few things about Simply Speyside, the company which organised our tour and tastings and took us around all day. Our driver for the day, Gary, was very knowledgeable about the area and about whisky in general. Depending on availability at the various distilleries, Simply Speyside will discuss with you the best options for your day and guarantee that you'll experience some of the very best whisky that Speyside has to offer. The service they provide is generally only available Monday to Friday. Prices they quote are generally based on 2 people, admission fees, but lunch is not included. If you'd like some further information about Simply Speyside, please look below in the details. So at lunchtime we were taken to the Highlander Inn at Craiglackie, and my friend and I had lunch there.
So what makes that flip over when it starts testing too much?
Yeah, so it's no.
Happy towns around here then, huh?
Oh yeah. So we're producing 21 million litres. We're selling well over a million cases every year. Ended up in Belgium where they were used to hold beer, give beer a nice flavour. My point is, casks can be reused wherever.
After the tour of the Glenlivet facility, we were taken into the tasting room, which was quite spectacular.
Our 15-year-old in the middle, and our distillery exclusive 13-year-old on the right. Now, I am not here to burn. Adding water to whiskey will take away, reduce the alcohol content, take away some of that burning.
Here we were able to sample 3 drams.
Their whiskies as well. Now, talking of smoothness, drink at your own pace. I'm not rushing you, but I'm going to move
We
on
held the
to
glass
our
up to
15-year-old.
observe the colour,
For me, our 15-year-old
gave the
is our
whiskey
sweetest whiskey.
a slight
It's
nose,
very easy. Special about our 15
and then gave it a sip.
is that it was actually finished in a virgin.
Very similar
French
to what one would do at a wine tasting.
That has held nothing before our spirit. No sherry, no bourbon, nothing. It's just a little bit more unusual in the whiskey world.
And that's all of your 15?
Yeah, all of this 15-year-old here, every single bottle's been finished. No kind of official tasting notes. I think everyone is very different. Everyone will smell different things, and what smells like bananas to you smells like pineapples to me. So all of these things you're giving me is correct. What I will say is what I've been given is dark chocolate and strawberry jam.
We left the Glenlivet, and our final visit of the day was to the Dowans Hotel of Speyside in Aberlour. Here you can taste some 500 whiskies from across the region and beyond. As they say here, Slanjivar. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.